Gregory King continues another chapter of the story from police headquarters in Phillip Street.
Last night, Tom Cutts came up to the penthouse of the Cunningham Towers with news. The Nightshade gang want him to drive a car and 2 men about 30 miles north of Newcastle, so that they'll arrive just before midnight on Sunday. Sunday night happens to be the time of arrival of a consignment of dope. We learned that from Nick Barnes. The 2 circumstances can hardly be unrelated, so there's a conference this morning at Phillip Street, with Inspector Henry Murray in the chair. And that's not all. For today, the taxi driver Williams is leaving hospital to start work with his cab again tomorrow. But one thing at a time. There are 8 or 10 men here at the moment, and we're discussing ways and means.
All right, everyone. Pipe down and pay attention. Major Keene had word last night from Sergeant Cutts that Cutts is to drive a car with 2 Nightshade hoodlums to a road junction 6 miles south of Limeburners Creek. Take time off to glance at the map.
Yeah, I don't know how I changed away from the car.
I think it's pretty safe to say that these types don't go motoring about in the middle of Sunday night for their health, not 140 miles away from town. And with a dope shipment coming in, what's the betting, chaps? It looks as though they're going to motor it down from some lonely inlet. Stuff could be thrown over the side of the ship to a fishing launch, any darn thing. The point is, it's coming down by road. We're after a pretty big fish, and we think we've a good chance to catch him. Before we start talking about roadblocks, Keene, tell these chaps why you think Felix Huberman will be in command.
Well, the Nightshade ring is big business. They're raking in their cut from Sydney's bookies, and according to your own figures, the annual off-course betting here runs to something like £120 million. Is that right, Murray?
It's probably more.
Well, that's a staggering amount of money. Now, suppose the ring is taking as little as a penny in every pound. That gives them a take already of £500,000 a year, £40,000 a month, 10,000 quid a week in cash. Now, running narcotics is one of the most dangerous activities there is. So having an income like that already, would they touch dope at all if it was chicken feed?
Certainly doesn't look like it.
Now, Mike Cusick is out of action, watched every minute of the night and day. I doubt very much if Huberman has another man he could put in charge of convoying his shipment 140 miles into town. Not if it's as big as I think it is. £100,000 worth at least.
I'm not too well up on dope. What would a parcel like that be?
Well, if it's cocaine or heroin, it'd be about £100 weight of it. If it's opium, about twice as much.
Nice and portable.
Portable enough for Huberman to bring it down the coast road in fast cars.
Well, that brings us back to the roadblocks. Sergeant Cutts, who's Tom Fenner, of course, is to wait in his car at the junction near Limeburners Creek. I'm going up there today to have a look at the ground. If there's cover, we'll surround the junction and net them on the spot. But I'm hoping to identify their cars as they go up and block them after midnight at the obvious spot, Hexham Ferry.
Well, I'm hoping Cutts will give us more detail between now and Sunday night.
The only details we want from Cutts are the number of cars, description of them, and the route they're taking back to town. Whatever the outcome, we 10 men are going to stop that dope getting past Hexham Ferry. And with any sort of luck, we'll call it Felix Huberman at the same time. Any questions?
No.
Well, that's all for now.
Thank you,
You can give me some more time if you like, Keene. I want to pick you up early tomorrow morning. We'll be on hand when Bill Williams leaves home in his cab, just in case.
Where's that racket coming from? Down at the club?
Yeah.
Well, switch the infernal thing off. Why you have to pipe bedlam into your own office, I can't imagine.
Okay, Mr. Huberman.
Well, tell me, what are you doing with the car on Sunday?
I'm driving out to Castle Hill for some golf.
Well, I don't have to get a cab or walk. I want it.
Hey, what's the matter? Carlotta's got 3 and you've got your own.
Don't argue, there's a good chap. I want your car.
Who's going to drive it?
A man called Fenner. I want him to pick it up here at 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. He'll take it up past Newcastle and back. He'll get it sometime Monday morning.
I don't know. It's a new heap, and I don't let other guys drive a car like that. 160 horsepower. How do I know he won't wrap it around a tree?
This chap drives better than you do.
Who says so?
Dick Wolf says so.
Oh, crown me, Felix. Can't you get some other boat? Well, why pick on me? There she is, the classiest convertible in Sydney. And you want me to hand it over to some jerk probably won't even know how to shift the gears.
If Carlotta hadn't given you the dollars and the fake import license, you wouldn't even have the thing. Now get the idea, will you? I'm not asking you for your darn vulgar great chromium-plated barge. I'm just telling you to hand it over at 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon.
If this guy Fenner brings her back with one scratch, I'll skin him inch by inch. You tell him that.
You tell him yourself. I want your car because it's fast, heavy, and can't be tied up with me. It'll be the lead car in the convoy.
Hey, they didn't tell me there was another shipment coming in.
The less you know this time, the better.
Now listen, Felix. I'm good for just about anything, but you're not storing it here again. Not after last time, and that guy Bruno Kesselring.
Take it quietly, Leo.
That's stuff I don't touch.
You touched it once.
But not anymore. I didn't touch it till the other time. I didn't touch it since. In this country, it's 15 years without any option. First offense. We only have to find it on you.
Who said anything about bringing it here?
For the poinsettia and what goes on behind it, okay, I'm your boy. You want to mix me in anything else, Felix, and I'm out. You can tell Carlotta to get herself another front guy.
Leo, old chap, you want to remember, we could never afford to let you walk out on us. Surely you know that. When chaps get in as deep as you are, they have to stay in.
Yeah. Like 10 or 12 other guys I could name.
Precisely. But so long as you do what you're told, we try to keep you happy.
Like taking Evelyn Channel out of here the other night for a moonlight swim at Camp Cove.
Like letting you acquire a big, shiny, inverted bathtub to drive yourself and your girls around in. Know when you're on a good thing, Leo. Ask no questions. And when I tell you I want your car, spring to it.
Ah, okay.
See that the tank's full when you hand it over to Fenner on Sunday, will you?
Okay. You get the heap with the tank full of gas. But don't ask me to act nice about it.
Oh, poor Leo. Of course he didn't want us to use his car. Have you made arrangements for the other two?
Yes. The three of them will leave separately late Sunday afternoon and rendezvous near Limeburners Creek.
Do they know what they are escorting?
And I expect they can guess. You don't take 3 cars and 9 men up and down the coast to convoy a basket full of hot-cross buns.
Oh, I wish you weren't going at all, Felix.
We'd be running more risk if I weren't. If anything comes unstuck, I'll be able to hold the show together.
There are so many bottlenecks on that road. Hexham Ferry, Newcastle itself, the Pete's Ferry Bridge. We never undertake these ventures again. They're not worth it. We only began them to provide our original capital.
Using the 3 cars, Carlotta, it's as safe as a drive through the Chase.
Very well, Felix. I will say no more. But I shall be happier on Monday morning.
By Monday morning, we'll have covered more ground than the dope shipment. We'll have seen the last of our stubborn taxi driver, Mr. Williams.
Have you seen the fellow Holtzman and his drive?
I briefed them both tonight. The girl will be waiting to hail Williams' cab first thing in the morning. And Kurt Müller has completed his little bomb.
It had better go off at the right time.
I'd like it to go off while Müller is still in the cab. Of course, we can't have everything. You know, it looks like any other cigarette case, slightly larger than usual, perhaps. Thick enough to fill both sides. But it's still a cigarette case.
And 8 or 9 hours from now, it will explode. It should be very effective.
Müller says it'll blow the cab and everything in it all over the street.
I was thinking of its effect on the other cab drivers who have read about Williams and who will read about tomorrow's explosion. And remember it when they meet our men selling insurance.
They're taking it all round. Muller's little bomb is going to be cheap at the price. Oh, how I'd love to be an all ST and see the thing go off. You know, Carlotta, when I was a kid, I used to love the fireworks on November the 5th. It was the biggest day of the year.
I make it 5 minutes to 9, Murray.
You're a minute fast.
This affair has made me a ruddy night owl. I haven't been abroad this early in the morning for a week. Not with the sun up, I mean.
Well, it'll do you good. Hang it, Keen. How much longer do we have to wait for Williams and his cab to start work?
He'll get going soon. The street's empty. Doesn't look as though the Nightshade ring are going to pounce on him this morning.
I'm looking for someone just hanging about to hail him. There's no one on the corner. No one waiting about at all but us.
Oh, look behind you. Here they come. Williams, Constable Ward, and a brand new cab all polished up. Give them a toot as they go by.
No fare waiting to lead him into a trip. Well, there's a girl. See?
Uh-huh. Just got out of that car. He's stopping for her.
A girl. Well, that's that. Kevin Ward will be watching her. He'll be watching every fare Williams picks up for the next 3 weeks. If they last that long.
We've done everything we can.
I suppose we have. I don't like it, Keen. Something tells me we haven't done enough.
Gremlins are telling me, too. I should be in that cab with Williams, not Constable Ward, the bodyguard. But the time's not yet come for the Nightshade ring to know that I'm still alive. So we watch and wait. If we lose Bill Williams, there's still a dope shipment coming down the coast on Sunday night. And this is Friday morning.
As Dr. Kurt Muller plant a bomb in the taxicab? Listen for the next chapter in the story of suspense, Deadly Nightshade.